Okay, people, the next few drawings are pretty hard to interpret. Well, I can really, I believe this is, that's still Jurassic Park, I think, actually. Still Jurassic Park, I believe, that's what I heard, I think. These are hard to interpret right here, though. We had a lot of trouble. There were a lot of other, I mean, we still have, just in between, these are only some of the drawings. There's lots of other simple drawings that are very complicated in between. I mean, these are almost like giveaways if anybody wants to. There's lots of these line drawings in between. I mean, we just have like there's a separate box of these almost. It's besides the ones we kind of put into preservation. There's lots of those line drawings, but I don't know. We were all pretty confused with all this. So hard to interpret. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what's going on here. We're just going to move on to the next drawing, I think. This one's hard to interpret. The next one, some type of, not really sure what that is. He was saying something about a box. So I think we were near a bunch of trees, and he thought he was in a house at this point. But we said the fences are so far away, you shouldn't really be too worried. I said I don't even think they form a box, but he said that's why he didn't draw a box completely, because he said I'm not sure if they do. That's pretty much what that picture was about. I don't know what the next one, next picture here, there's another one that I can't really even interpret. No idea. Does anybody, I guess this is just a very artistic photo. I don't really know what's going on there. There are probably lots of other drawings in between these. We finally made it to the house, and this was the first thing he drew. This is kind of hard to interpret too. He didn't really say much. So I don't know. We were talking. This was just kind of drawn. I think he actually said what he wanted to do and stuff, but we didn't believe him, and then we did believe him, and then he wouldn't do it, and then we believed it. It's kind of went on and on, but this is another one that if you actually refer to the drawing, everything just takes longer, and everything's kind of hard to interpret.
Like you?
We kept talking about that drawing, and eventually he drew this. This was pretty hard to interpret too, because he was very like frustrated at this point and just kept drawing and drawing. I can barely read it now.
A farrier takes care of our horse's hoof.
I don't know what's going on there. That's what I told him too.
He files the hoof.
I know eventually, like, he threw a bunch of valuables at us at this point. We were like, we really didn't know that you had all this on you. And soon after that, he disappeared. He did come back with a whole collection. We called that like the eased concentration collection, because we said he must have really concentrated on these drawings, because he really had a lot of input about these drawings. After this, he came back with some great drawings.
D is for
I don't know, because we really got into like a lot of ideas on this one. We said this could be like this could be a frisbee. So maybe the frisbee is like running into like some type of like of a wall, or like the we said like, I think it's like the back wall, because I see a B here. I said the frisbee must be running into the back wall, and I don't know, just it seemed like he just took right off, like he was playing ultimate frisbee or something. After that, he was just gone, like he was gone, people. Of course, we had all the valuables, and with those valuables, we were just so surprised when all of a sudden he came back with like a whole bunch of drugs. This was like one of the, we can only take parts of this collection, because I mean, I almost have a box of these. I kind of like tied them in bundles, because there were so many of these drawings. This was one that very really he'd like to discuss this. I think it gave him a good feeling, especially because we were returning many of his valuables kind of after he was going on and on about how good he felt. We said, well, we'll try some of this. Is what we said. Take some of this back. We think you'll stop talking. And so he did stop talking, and we were kind of happy at that point. I think I actually kind of felt like that at that point. That's what went on. I don't know. We got in once he was kind of feeling better. He described a lot of his drawing. I think he described this as a. He said, "Oh, that is like a longitude. How things go down the Earth." Like he said, like when you're traveling to the South Pole, or when things are going down in a down direction. And he said it goes through and out. That one was described pretty quickly, but that's just one of the many drawings from this incident. I don't know what, this was a little later. We don't really, this is another hard to interpret drawing. I still notice a lot of these, it was like he was inspired all of a sudden, because we said these actually sort of do look like faces all of a sudden. So they're very, like we said, they still have no nose. They must not be able to smell or anything, but they are still a very, very interesting photo. Or this was actually a photo here, I believe. That's why I said it's very hard to interpret here. I could barely describe the senses I was experiencing at this point. Very hard to describe.
Miniatures are tiny versions of a full-size horse.
We'll just throw some of these up there. I don't really know if these are very hard to describe too. I don't know what that is. I think we quickly ran out of stuff for that, because
maybe a miniature horse is just the size for you.
I sort of understood this one. We said, you must be seeing everything. We said, yeah. I said, are you already on the phone right now? I mean, he was talking like he was talking to a lot of people at that point. So we're the only two in your circle right now. We said, you don't need to talk to everybody.
They also like
this drawing confused us quite a bit too. I don't know what that means. We said, no, there's we told him the year. We said those don't exist anymore, because he kept saying everything's being recorded, and eventually we said you just keep saying "re" at the beginning. We said just take out the "re." So it's not being recorded. That is a freaking chord. I said I think that's what you're saying. We really were very confused here. We said that is just a cell phone. And that confused him quite a bit. He kept saying recorded after that too, and we said no, that's a chord. They don't exist anymore. The X was drawn at some point. I don't know. He went on. It's just quite confusing there. They're saying that gets very advanced. I think after that we actually did some work. Everybody felt like they should do something for the world. I just told them that was the frisbee pit, and for some reason he just really thought that we were playing a game or something, and he was after that pit of pitchforking. I mean, we cleaned up a lot of hay that day. We were cleaning yards, off in the woods. I mean, we really did some exploring in the wilderness. I don't know. We probably didn't actually do much work, but we cleaned up a lot of like, I guess it was hay. We had pitchforks, so we were at least pitchforking the grass. Probably not picking much up, but we had pitchforks, and we didn't know what else to do with those pitchforks but put them toward the grass. I think he was just thinking of frisbees the whole time. That's what I kept telling him.
They come in many breeds, sizes, and colors.
He did go after some creatures that he thought were there. He drew some of these. This is a very rare one that we're displaying here. This is the first time we'd have showing the eraser marks. Because we were saying that this box is actually complete, and he showed us how his racing ability. And I kind of agree. Maybe the box isn't complete because of his racing ability there. That is quite a photo there. Next one, I don't really know what's going on. This is very hard to interpret too. He started folding his paper a little quicker and a little crazier at this point. We were just like, wow, you're really I mean, this is actually a big novel. There's a whole box dedicated to these weirdly folded papers. So he folded these at an alarming rate. Right after that one, he was getting very rough people. This one, it's hard to interpret too. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm just going to leave these as hard to interpret. He said that the tears are, I'm not mentioning their name, but the tears here are resembling the I don't know. I think I said this was a beet or something like that. It must be the corner of something. This moves here. This is a dot that he drew afterwards. Maybe he found a good spot to do something there. It must have been a good spot.